cannot wait for tomorrow's reading. It's Leo and Virgo, right? Okay. Yes, tonight is Gemini and Cancer. What's up with everyone? I said, yes, I'm a Virgo. Hex yeah. That's what's up. Thank you for hitting the follow button. Hope all is well. How's everyone doing tonight? Do I have any Gemini or Cancerians in the house? So Gemini here, sweet Gemini here, just in time. Oh yes. Hope y'all are doing a-okay tonight. The weather was starting to warm up here in Ohio. Another Gemini. Gemini rising, okay. Gemini here. Y'all, if you are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is muchly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button. Maybe even a few times. Do y'all know a Gemini? Or maybe even a Cancerian somewhere in your life? If so, definitely hit that share button. Still about 38 viewers in the chat. It said, I'm a Gemini, sweet. Hope everyone is doing a-okay tonight. Do keep in mind I have a YouTube channel that I upload these live streams to. The link to my YouTube channel is in the TikTok bio. It said just in time. Oh yes. Alright, we have 51 folks viewing. It said, I'm a Gemini, sweet. So, for all the Geminis out there, the deck I'm going to be using for the first half of your reading is the Steampunk Tarot. Oh yes, Steampunk Tarot. And then to clarify, during the last half of the reading, we do have the Steampunk Tarot. It's the tiny version compared to the, holding them this length apart, they almost seem like the same size, but yeah, it's only illusion. Love it. Yes, the Steampunk Tarot. Big version for the first half of the reading, and then the smaller version to clarify the reading. I do want to mention one more time that if you are new here, definitely hit that follow button. Muchly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button, maybe a few times. Like. Maybe y'all have a Gemini and or a Cancerian in your life, no matter what area they reside in, that you want to share this reading with. Definitely hit that share button. And thank y'all to the Cancerians out there watching for being patient with me. Thank y'all for your patience. The Cancerian reading will be in about an hour, give or take. Alrighty. Alright, so it is about 36 after. Here in less than a minute, we will get into the bridge shuffle. And if y'all are new here, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to go ahead and send scissors and or anything sharp and pointy. It is just now, well, not just now, it's still 35. We'll wait a little longer. Yes. Thank you for being 10 steps ahead of me. I do appreciate the enthusiasm. We're going to wait till 36 after to do the bridge shuffle, though. Oh, yes. Hope y'all are doing a-okay tonight. Staying warm, safe, and healthy, and happy. There it is. 36 after. 1, 2, and 3. All right, here we go, folks. One more mention that yes, for anyone new joining me, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, and then we will cut this deck with those scissors, or any sharp and pointy emojis for that matter. And while y'all are sending me scissors through the comments, I am going to get an overall theme and or topic with the dice. All right, what do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising for the overall theme and or topic? What do we have here? Alrighty, so this is a 1 and a 6. So it definitely could be something to do with a new beginning. A new beginning with momentum away from conflict and or solutions and or light after a period of darkness. So this definitely could be a new relationship where this relationship is creating forward momentum away from any other relationships that you might have conflict with, either inner conflict or outer conflict. Maybe this new relationship is bringing up either creative and or practical solutions. And I do feel like this new relationship could be the light at the end of the tunnel during a period of darkness that maybe you did have some confusion about who to date and or if this person was going to choose you or if you was going to choose them. No matter the case, we will keep in mind the overall theme and or topic for the rest of the reading. Thank you all for interacting with me in the comments. All right, yes, one more time. Please and thank you, do hit that follow button if you are new here. Do hit that like button if you like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table. And hit the share button, especially if you have a Gemini in your life, especially if you have a Cancerian in your life, no matter what area they reside in. And thank you all for joining me tonight. I do want to mention one more time as well that I do not want y'all to miss out on future readings. But I do understand that y'all have your own lives. Therefore, I highly suggest that y'all visit my TikTok bio where the YouTube link is located. All right, with that being said, let us go ahead and get into the Gemini reading. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. It said, I am the Cancerian. Okay, Gemini, here is your energy. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest energy. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome / advice. All right. So Gemini, we do have 5 cards here on the tarot TikTok table. Here in about 20-21 minutes, give or take, we will clarify with 5 more cards. 1 card per each placement within this spread. And then we will recap for any new Geminis joining the live stream at that time. It doesn't have to be that they're a Gemini, though. It could be any sign or any area of life they reside in your life. So with that being said, it is now, yes, 6:40 here in Ohio. Let us get right on into the Gemini reading. So I do want to remind y'all that we did get the 1 in the dice, meaning new beginnings, and the 6 of the dice, meaning momentum away from conflict, solutions, light after a period of darkness. And I do feel like this is very important to remind y'all because we have the 6 of Swords in your energy, meaning, yes, you are having possibly some momentum away from conflict and or wanting to travel, maybe physically, maybe metaphorically speaking, maybe even mentally traveling away from misunderstandings, miscommunication, drama, conflict for sure, wanting to travel into calmer waters, moving on into calmer waters. No more stress, no more miscommunications, no more headache, no more drama. I do feel like this is very good for you. I mean, obviously, or maybe not so obvious, the Gemini, usually, Gemini collective, anyways, I feel like most Geminis can be positive and or optimistic about their future and or the present, but to some degree, we all have either inner conflict and or outer conflict. I do feel like with this card coming through in your energy that you're ready to move on into calmer waters away from that conflict, though. I do like that we get the 6 and the dice rolled, and we also have a 6 of swords. Very synchronistic, if you ask me, but no one's asking me, so I will move on to the challenge. We do have the 6, another 6, but the 6 of cups, and the challenge. Meaning, maybe you find it challenging to reconcile differences with a past person, and or there could be some conflict, I suppose, with a past person you either view as emotionally familiar and or find emotional familiarity. Maybe it's even with this person. Maybe you find it challenging to become emotional and or to unite to some degree with this person. With the 6 of cups in the challenge, I do feel like maybe you're focusing more so on the logic of this connection, wanting to find emotional familiarity, but finding it challenging to do so. I don't know why, because we have the Magician and this person's energy. The primary energy that this person is coming up as is, the Magician. This person has all of the tools and or resources to manifest a desired outcome for possibly themselves, possibly even for the both of you. I'm not sure if this person is utilizing these tools and or resources as they need to be utilized. I'm not sure if they're literally just trying to control the narrative and or manipulate the situation. We will have to take a look into the clarifying card when we clarify the Magician. All right, so we do have 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, and the similarities are common ground between you both. 7 of Wands, meaning both of you could be pushing each other away at this time. Staying defensive. Like, nope, Gemini, you stay over there. I'll stay over here. This is definitely giving stay in your own lane vibes to some degree. As if both of you are like, no, I'm standing my ground. I'm standing up for what I believe to be true. I'm standing up for what I'm doing. Now, it could be that, or it literally could be that you and this individual are pushing other people's opinions and or beliefs about this connection away. Like, oh, the Gemini and this person are trying to manifest a desired outcome for themselves, and they're trying to move on into calmer waters. How dare they? How freaking dare they? Let's give them a piece of our own mind. Let's give them our advice, our expertise, quote unquote. Oh, Gemini and the Magician, we wouldn't get together if we were you. This is what we would do if we were the Gemini. And the Gemini and the Magician are like, I don't think so. I do not think so. Let's push these people aside. Forget their unvaluable opinions and or beliefs. What they think, about us is not of value to us. If we aren't sleeping with these people, if we aren't having them pay our bills, if they aren't feeding us, why do we need to listen to what they have to say? To some degree, I'm sure everyone can agree that yes, for the most part, family members have our back. Family members, maybe even long-term friends, maybe even some coworkers have good intentions for us, but at the same time, we all have to walk our path, our own path, and whatever works for other individuals isn't necessarily going to work out for the Gemini and for this Magician that you are possibly wanting to get into a relationship with. So yes, let me recap both the examples. Example A, you and this person could be like, no, stay back. Magician, stay over there. I don't want any of your tricks. I don't want any of your illusions and or manipulation tactics in my energy. Same as this person saying, okay, Gemini, you stay over there too, though, because I've got a future to manifest and or create for myself. You know, I do feel like, yes, the Gemini is wanting to move on into calmer waters, away from stress, drama, misunderstandings, miscommunication, etc. But if it is the case that you both are pushing each other away, then maybe this person is only manifesting something for themselves, and maybe you are moving away from this person and into calmer waters away from them. Now, once more, example 2 and or example B would be that you both, yes, do want to manifest something with each other and for each other for the long term, wanting to move away from individuals that are creating conflict for the both of you and manifest a desired outcome for the both of you at the same time, simultaneously. So do choose which example resonates more with you, and do leave out the rest of the BS, per se. With the Seven of Pentacles, what is going on here? Seven of Pentacles. I do want to say that we have all minor arcana in the sense of the elements. Let me remind y'all that your energy, Gemini, is Six of Swords. The challenge is Six of Cups. So already swords and cups. Seven of Wands is the similarities and common ground, being the Wands, and then Seven of Pentacles is, of course, the Pinnacle. So yes, swords, cups, wands, and pentacles. We have all four of the elements in this reading. I love that. Not only that, but this magician holds all the elements in their tools. The sword, the cup, the pinnacle, the wand. I don't know if that is significant to this reading. Maybe it is, to some degree. And I'm sure there's tons of examples of how that could be significant, but I'm not really sure how that would be significant. I do want to mention that there is, yes, 4 minor arcanas with 1 card each per element, but then the magician card in this person's energy is the major arcana. It said he's stubborn. Oh no. Yours as well. Me too. We are separated. Okay. I'm a Pisces. He's a Gemini. Well, I guess the magician can either be Gemini or Virgo. I do feel like, yes, Gemini or Virgo are associated with the magician card. I'm a Gemini, he's a Capricorn. Okay. Well, how is this relating to y'all's life? Is it more so, I'm trying to figure out if you two are pushing each other away, or if you two are investing into each other and pushing other folks away so that you can build towards a happy and or positive outcome for you both. Because technically I didn't get to mention the Seven of Pentacles. I will do that now. And the possible outcome, maybe you end up evaluating how much more time, money, energy, effort needs to be put into this relationship. You know, how much longer are we going to push each other away? How much longer are we going to attempt to push others away from us? You know, others' beliefs and or opinions, their quote-unquote expertise about what the Gemini and this magician character should be doing. It's almost as if with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe there's divine timing at play. Maybe you have to be a little patient and put in more work with the Seven of Pentacles, or is it time to invest elsewhere? Is there only going to be wasted time? I do feel like there's no such thing as wasted time, as there will be wisdom to be learned from this time. that you invest into each other. But, I mean, it said Gemini aren't patient. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I believe it. So maybe the Geminis out there will end up, evaluating this relationship and looking elsewhere. It said Queen of Swords, right? Alrighty, I'm going to start shuffling, even though I technically have 9 more minutes, and I suppose I could also do a quick recap for any Geminis out there that are just now joining the live stream. What's the vote? Recap? Do I need to recap for any of the Geminis just now showing up to the live stream? Said me. Yes. Geminis, yes, I am doing the Gemini. Yes, recap? Yes. Any more votes? Yes. Recap, please. Gemini Teresa, okay, recap. Nice. All right, yes, we will recap before I do shuffle so we can clarify. All right, here we go. I think I've got enough caps. I think I've got enough votes to recap. Alrighty, so yes, Gemini, I do feel like you are wanting to move into calmer waters, away from conflict, away from disagreements, away from headaches, away from stress, or any individuals that bring such examples to your life. 6 of Cups in the challenge tells me that maybe there's an issue, an emotional issue, where you want to feel emotional with this individual. He said, I like this deck. Which is it? It is the Steampunk Tarot. The Steampunk Tarot. It said Steampunk, yes. And then we're going to use the Steampunk Tarot to clarify, the mini version. Yeah, I feel like you really want to feel emotionally familiar and or emotionally connected with this person, but the emotions just aren't hitting. For some reason, for whatever reason, you're not feeling emotionally connected to this person. I don't feel that. I don't feel that you're feeling emotionally connected. I mean, sure, this person with the Magician card is wanting to possibly manifest a desired outcome with you. They said, he left me. Yes, we're at no contact. Okay. I mean, for all I know, they could be trying to manifest you back into their life. Maybe they're trying to manifest their dream job, their dream hobby, their, who knows, a new house, a new car. You know what I'm saying? There could be all sorts of examples with the Magician card that what they could be trying to manifest. With the 7 of Wands, I feel like you both are technically kind of pushing each other away. This is the similarities or common ground between you both. Meaning, you simultaneously are like, no. It's like, what's the point of pushing each other away? What really is the point of that? Like, is it energetically that y'all are like, no? Or is it a push and pull? Let me ask that. Is this a push and pull? You know, when one of you reaches out like, hey, Gemini, I'm sorry. You're like, no. And then when you get to thinking about it, you're like, okay, maybe I'll reach back out to them. And they're like, no. And it's just an endless cycle of reaching out to each other. That can seem very annoying. You know, the push and pull, the cat and mouse. I do feel like the more the cat and the mouse and or push and pull tactics are being played, it's like, okay, am I wasting my time here, says the Gemini? You know, I'm, yes, seeing this relationship more logically, and I really would love to have an emotional connection with this person, to emotionally connect with this person. But I'm finding it challenging to with the 6 of Cups in the challenge. And I really, honestly, truly, 100% would just love to move on into calmer waters. This is just too stressful. There's too much push and pull. maybe too many mind games. Do keep in mind with the Six of Swords, this card comes after the Five of Swords, meaning maybe there was some mind games that being played. Maybe there was some self-sabotage to some degree. Maybe there was some battle of egos, wanting to win at all odds, but at what cost? Losing the Gemini? Losing the Magician? So yes, I do feel like you're done with the mind games. You're done with the ego battles. You're done with the self-sabotaging on both ends, I'm sure. You know? Done with the cat and mouse, the push and pull. And you're wondering to yourself, is this worth it? Is this really worth my time, my money, my energy, my effort? Is this person just a lesson for me? You know, to learn and to recognize that maybe I deserve better than what they are offering. I said, I self-sabotage, that's what I did. Aw. Me being a Gemini, it was so terrible. He manipulated me and pushed me away, blaming everything on me. Oh, goodness. It said yes on both parts. But I'm really confused on both my ex-husband and ex-boyfriend. My ex-boyfriend, yes. Okay. Is this sign to make a move? Is this a sign, or is this a sign to make our move? Yep, that's how it feels, dating a Taurus. I hope he's not a lesson. He's actually a really sweet, handsome person. Aw. Mine's needed space, and I pushed him away. Well, I mean, could you necessarily say that you pushed him away if he wanted space in the first place? You know? I suppose with the Seven of Wands, that's what it was. Like, no, I need space. Well, no, I'm going to give you space by pushing you away. Like, that kind of does seem a little self-sabotage-y, you know? I'm going to give you space. Go away. You know? A little bit. Like, almost, it's not really giving trust issues, per se. It's more so, oh, you need space? Well, here, I'll give it to you. You know? Just a little bit of self-sabotage-y vibes. I'm a Gemini dating a Gemini. And this is us. Oh, goodness. He asked for space and I was still there. Aw. Broke up with him on Valentine's Day. Uh-oh. Didn't want to push him away. I wasn't understanding enough. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious, Geminis. Well, we are going to clarify this reading. We're going to clarify and get a deeper look into why is it that possibly you want to move on into calmer waters with the Six of Swords. Why is it with the Six of Cups that you're finding it challenging to find an emotional connection with this person? Why is it with the Magician card and this person's energy that is it that they're wanting to manifest communication from you? Or is it that they're wanting to manifest a desired outcome for themselves? What are they trying to manifest necessarily with the Magician card? Are they being manipulative? Are we going to get like the Tower or the Devil card or the Nine of Swords, meaning all they're going to manifest is them missing you with the Nine of Swords? We're going to clarify here a little bit. Seven of Wands. We're going to clarify and see why is it that maybe you both are a push and pull dynamic. Did this person necessarily push you away because they wanted space and that possibly ticked you off, Gemini? And it's like, okay, well, I'll give you space. Leave me the heck alone. We will clarify and get a deeper look into that as well. Seven of Pentacles. This is the possible outcome and or advice. Yes, as the advice, I would suggest reevaluating if this is worth your time, money, energy, effort, or if it's just a lesson, or if it's all in divine timing with the Seven of Pentacles. We will clarify each and every card in this reading. With that being said, y'all, if y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. It is greatly, maybe even muchly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button. Maybe even a few times. Like. I said, oh, hey, what up, Jules? What up? If y'all have a Gemini and or a Cancerian in your life, no matter what area they reside, if they are a Gemini, please do hit the share button. Let them know Rick from Free Will Tarot is doing a reading for them. If it's a Cancerian, definitely hit the share button and let them know I'm about to do a reading for the Cancerian in about a half hour. I don't know if Pisces and Gemini are even match. Yes, Pisces and Gemini are a good match. And I'll tell you why. Because Pisces has a duality to them. One fish out of the sea, one fish under the sea. The mermaid, if you want to think about it that way. The mermaid. Half human, half fish. And then the Gemini has the duality to them as well. That's twins. My Gemini had to cut off the Sagittarius loose. Uh-oh. I do feel there's a lot of challenges with Sagittarius and Gemini. We're both Geminis. Uh-oh. I know Gemini and Libra are a good match, but can you tell me why? Because they are air signs. That's why. Leo and Gemini, I do feel like there can be a level of mental stimulation between a Leo and a Gemini. But unfortunately, I do feel like the Leo would probably boost the Gemini's ego to some extent. And maybe the Gemini wouldn't be taking as much action towards the Leo and or investing more time, money, energy, effort into the Leo. What was that last one I wanted to read? I thought we were not. I was dating a Pisces and it was the worst. That's strange. Had issue with Aquarius because people assumed we were a couple and they flipped their stuff. Huh. Okay. What's so wrong with that? That's weird. So the Aquarius flipped the script and said, no, too many people think we're dating. We can't be seen together. That's strange. Strange. I do want to keep y'all informed that every Sunday I do personal readings. Paid personal readings. That's $20 for a general love or general reading through Cash App. And that includes an oracle card. It is 4 tarot cards plus a past life oracle card for $10 for a past life reading. Last Sunday, 2 days ago, I did, 2 or 3 past life readings, and they were, really in-depth. I had to stretch my reading capabilities and or abilities to really dig deep into how this either could relate to your past life and or the current life, let's say. So yes, that will be $10 for a past life reading. And then a yes or no question for $5. That will be a 1-card pull for a yes or no question for $5. Maybe even a clarifying card. With that being said, I do have a YouTube channel, folks. Please do give my TikTok bio a visit when you get the chance, so you don't miss out on future readings here on TikTok when I go live. When Free Will Tarot goes live. All right, let us go ahead and clarify. Gemini, 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, Geminis, this is the second and last bridge shuffle. If I have any new folks in the live stream, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the green light to go ahead and send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety in the comments so that I may cut this deck. Oh yes, that is the name of the game, folks. Send me scissors and we will cut this deck with them. Let me get a quick icebreaker. A quick drink from our sponsors. JK, I'm not sponsored. Yet, for all I know. Alrighty. Alright, I have 96 folks in the chat. That's technically the opposite number to the Cancerian symbol, which is technically 69. Said, hope you are doing well today. Jules, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking and or checking up on me. I do appreciate that. Not too many folks want to check up on the strong Leo. But hey, neither here nor there. Neither here nor there. We are going to clarify this reading for you, Gemini. Let's get this going. Keep in mind, we did roll a 1 and a 6 with the dice. 1 being new beginnings, 6 being momentum away from conflict, solutions, light after darkness. So clarifying your reading, Gemini, here is 6 of Swords in your energy being clarified. 6 of Cups in the challenge is clarified. Clarifying the Magician card in this person's energy. Clarifying the 7 of Wands in the similarities, common ground, and or... yeah, similarities or common ground. I'll say that. The shared experience, basically. And clarifying the 7 of Pentacles in the possible outcome and or advice. All right, so Gemini. Excuse me. We do have the 6 of Swords in your energy. They said looking good. I appreciate that. With the 6 of Swords, I do feel like you are wanting to move away into calmer waters, away from stress, miscommunications, misunderstandings, drama, headaches, that a specific person could be giving you. Normally, when I do readings, I either have a person in your environment that is a part of the solution of a problem in this relationship, or they are a part of the solution, right? And I do feel like they're more so the problem. I mean, maybe you could be part of the problem as well. It does take 2 to tango. If this person tries to argue with them and you argue right back, you're technically signing that contract, that soul contract to say, yes, I agree to wanting to continue this argument. All you have to do is say, no, I don't want to argue. I don't want the drama. I don't want the stress. It does take 2 to tango. So if you are agreeing to any misunderstandings and or miscommunications, that is your prerogative. With the Hermit card, I do feel like there is a situation where you are isolating yourself, trying to find some sort of wisdom, from either this situation or a past situation that this situation reminds you of. And, let's say you've had issues like this issue in the past. Maybe you've had past relationships where things have ended all because you wanted to move away from, the stress. Maybe it's like, okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. Every time I try to move away from the stress, I only end up having more stress because that stress, that problem, that issue, they don't get resolved. They don't get resolved. Every time I try to move away into calmer waters, the issue isn't resolved. I don't know if you end up, to some extent, leading a certain person on and or wanting to invest time, money, energy, effort into them. But then you're like, I'm finding it challenging to have an emotional connection with this person. Maybe it's like, well, I guess that's the end of the relationship. Let's let us move away from this relationship slowly but surely. Let us emotionally detach slowly but surely. And then I won't have to deal with the problem. I can just ghost them because I'm not necessarily emotionally connected and or invested into this relationship anymore. You know? So yeah, I'll still deal with them. I'll still deal with the misunderstandings, the complications. But I feel there's an issue with how you are moving away from this complication and or this conflict. Yes, I do feel like with the 6 that we rolled with the dice, you do want momentum away from that conflict. But like I said, there's still some wisdom that you need to isolate yourself from others and try to gather that from this situation. Like, wait, yes, I could want forward movement away from drama, stress, complications, conflict, but is there a deeper reason for why I am moving away from the conflict? Is there a deeper reason I'm moving away from the conflict? Is there something of a conflict within myself that I still have to reconcile and or heal from? I don't know what kind of wisdom this could be. Maybe it's conflict from a parent, conflict from childhood. You know, maybe this is a relationship pattern that you've created since your first relationship, a traumatic relationship that ended terribly. You know, oh, we had an issue, so I just ghosted them. There was an issue with the Gemini? I don't think so. The only issue you're going to have is being ghosted. Bye-bye, says the Gemini. And it's like, no. Let's try to come up with some sort of wisdom as to why you feel like you have to ghost, possibly. Why you feel like, you know, there has to be some sort of reason to ghost. I mean, sure. I suppose not having an emotional connection with them is a good enough reason. But I do feel like you're still needing to get more information out of this person with the 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords in the challenge. Yes, I do feel like you find it challenging to have an emotional connection with them and or find emotional familiarity with them. Almost as if, logically, this relationship does not make sense. Or maybe it does logically make sense, but you're just not emotionally connected with them, I do feel. 2 of Swords in the challenge. Maybe you're finding it challenging to get more information out of them. That way you can invest into them with your emotions. Yes, 2 of Swords in the challenge. We will look at it as reversed as well. Almost as if there is no stalemate. You do want to be emotional with them. I do feel like you, Gemini, do want to have an emotional connection with them, with the 2 of Swords in the challenge being reversed. But still, with the 6 of Cups in the challenge, you're finding it challenging to do so. Maybe even this is a past person or someone you've been in and out of a relationship with, finding it challenging to reconcile differences and or reunite. Said July 20th. I am a Cancer, right? Because you are telling me my life right now. Okay. Well, no matter what sign the Gemini is dealing with, we do have the Magician telling me that they do have all the tools, all the resources, all the knowledge, and all the wisdom to manifest a desired and a positive outcome for this person at the very least. For you, possibly even. But I do feel like they are being silent at this time. With the High Priestess, I do feel like they are using their intuition and or trying to discern the difference between their ego and their intuition. Which, it's a very big difference. Technically, there's a big difference. Is this person wanting to manifest with you? Sure. But is it because they want you in their life? Or is it because you bring something to the table that they need, necessarily? You know, if it makes sense practically for you two to be in a relationship and or this dynamic between you both could be healthy, then yes, this person would be listening to their intuition, and their intuition would be telling them it is safe to invest in the Gemini. But I feel like they're being quiet with the High Priestess. It said, twins shy. Aw. Oh wait, I thought you were on Cancer. I fell asleep. I have been sick. No worries. My Gemini doesn't want to get close to anyone. Goodness gracious. It's my birthday too, July 20th. He's a Gemini. You are so right. Silent and I don't know what? Okay. I don't know either. I don't know if this person is trying to listen to their ego. Their ego could be saying, no, don't invest in the Gemini. You already know what's going to happen. The Gemini is either going to ghost or they want the instant gratification, then they'll ghost. You know? They just want to use my kindness and or, generosity as, to their benefit and or to their advantage. And then get the instant gratification, the ego boost, and then ghost. Until I have an issue, until I have a problem. Now, then they ghost. Maybe this person, is trying to manifest something with you, and you're viewing it as too much effort. And it's like, no, this person might want to manifest something desirable with you both, but you're finding it challenging to have an emotional connection with them. And it's like, okay, well, what does this person need to do? What tools and or resources does this person need to practice and or utilize more of? If they would listen to their intuition, they would know that, hey, I have to read the Gemini's text and kind of read their mind. Kind of read the Gemini's mind. If the Gemini is mentioning something or not mentioning something, why is that? Is it because they're lacking an emotional connection with this person? I do feel like, yes, the Magician to the High Priestess does tell me that to some degree they are trying to listen to their intuition and ignore their ego. They do want to invest in you, but at the same time, they don't know which tool and or resource to utilize more of, right? If they would read your text, read your energy, your mannerisms, how you speak, what you are speaking about, it's almost as if this person might have to read your mind with the High Priestess. We do have a bunch of tarot cards in the High Priestess deck, or the High Priestess artwork. Meaning maybe this person, yes, does want to manifest a desired outcome for you, but it's almost as if they have to read your mind in order to do so. Recap, please. I just joined. LOL. Yeah, we definitely can. I've got a limited amount of time to do so, though. Six of Swords, the Hermit. I do feel like you do want to, yes, move into calmer waters. I don't know if you are viewing this person's issues and or problems that they are bringing up about this relationship as needy or, or like they're too attached to the Gemini's hip. Or if the Gemini feels like this person is just nitpicky, like, wow, I cannot, I can't make this person happy. No matter what I do, it's never enough for this person. Maybe to some regard, if there is an issue or a problem that this person keeps, mentioning, maybe it's different people. I do feel like in the past, with the Hermit card, you have some sort of issue or problem with ghosting people, Gemini, because, ghosting because Six of Swords is moving on into calmer waters away from stress, drama, issues. I feel like in the past, and maybe even currently, you felt like relationships were too much work. It was too much work to put in your emotions, invest your emotions into this, maybe. Too much work to put in the money, effort, time, energy into them. And it's like, wait a second. Why do I keep ghosting folks? Why do I keep trying to solve the issue by leaving the issue with the person? You know, it's almost as if, oh, you have an issue with this connection, says the Gemini. Well, here's the answer. I'll ghost. I'll emotionally detach. You know, I do feel like with this specific person, you do find it challenging to have an emotional connection with them. Even though you do want to invest, you do want to, you know, have some sort of emotions with them, but it's almost as if you're expecting this person to manifest tools and or resources, or utilize tools and their resources that they're not even aware of. It's like, okay, are these tools and or resources going to help me manifest a desired outcome with the Gemini? Or is it going to go against what I'm trying to manifest? It's almost as if, yeah, if this person listens to their ego, oh, these tools are definitely going to, you know, get the Gemini to invest in me. No. I feel like this person is listening to their intuition, you know, as if, yeah, maybe you are expecting them to read your mind. Maybe you do want more so of an emotional connection, but you're not telling them. You know, or at least you find it challenging to ask more questions and or give more information to this person about what the issue is with you. Maybe they keep bringing up issues and you're like, you're being nitpicky, you know, and I want to really have an emotional connection with you, but I feel like, you know, it's challenging to keep this magician high priestess happy. So yeah, this person could want to manifest either the tools and or resources, you know, to have a happy outcome with you. But it's almost as if, okay, are these tools going to help me or are they going to hinder me? Because I can't read the Gemini's mind. To some extent, maybe they're getting tarot card readings on you, which I usually don't see that for or read the other person's energy as maybe they're getting a tarot reading. But with the High Priestess coming up in this person's energy, they definitely could be silent, and you definitely could be silent as well with the Hermit card. So yeah, maybe this person is trying to get tarot readings on this connection, and maybe you're just going within. And trying to find your own wisdom, your own guidance as to how to maneuver through these issues, these problems that you two are facing. We're reading on each other, LOL. Yeah, I believe it. Jesus. Okay. We do have the Seven of Wands, and the similarities are common ground between you both. This is about where I left off before I did the recap. So thank you all for joining me. Seven of Wands tells me that there's a push and pull between you both. If this is the similarities or common ground between you both, Seven of Wands is like, I need my space. Good, because I need my space. Well, you're too smothering, so give me some space. Well, you're too emotional, so I'm going to ghost you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like both of you can't wait to have the last say and or to ghost first. Let me ghost and abandon this person first. Seven of Wands to the Six of Wands. I feel like, Gemini, you and this person are going about this kind of the opposite way. 7 to the 6. You guys are taking a step back and expecting success, expecting good results. You know, to some degree, I feel like you and this person are expecting each other to reach out and chase and beg and put you on a pedestal, but that's not how things work. That's probably what you're so confused about and trying to find wisdom from the past. Like, what the crap? I'm the attractive Gemini, you know, the zodiac sign associated with the lovers. If this person is my partner, is meant to be with me, they should just put in the work to fix whatever issue. And this person's like, what do you think I've been doing with the Magician card? I've been looking at all these tools and resources I have at my hand, and to some degree, when I use them, I feel like I only boost your ego, and I don't want to boost your ego. I want you to get out of your own comfort zone, Gemini. I want to manifest a desired outcome, you know? But am I using my ego when I give the silent treatment? Yeah, that's kind of manipulative to give the silent treatment. But also, when I use my intuition and try to read the situation, maybe, no matter what this person does, they feel like it's never enough for the Gemini. Same as it could be the same for the Gemini, what the heck? Why do I keep ghosting this person? Why do I keep viewing their issues and or problems with this relationship as stressful and then wanting to move on into calmer waters? Let me isolate myself and try to find the wisdom and or the answers. I never would chase a man. I run from them. Seriously, they play too much. Well, not everyone, but both of you have the similarities or common ground with the Seven of Wands to push each other away and then expect, a successful outcome for whatever reason. Maybe you both are pushing each other away and then, and being defensive, standing up for yourselves, but then at the same time with the Six of Wands, wanting that instant gratification, that public recognition, possibly wanting attention from other individuals. And maybe you both are, to some degree, wanting to make each other a little bit jealous, especially if you are coming out as Six of Swords energy. The next card after Five of Swords, meaning self-sabotage, mind games, you know what I'm saying? Battle of egos. Yeah, that's definitely giving self-sabotage and battle of egos, yeah. Jealousy. Oh, I'm going to make you jealous. I'm going to win at all odds. Watch me make you jealous. With that being said, the possible outcome and or advice could be Seven of Pentacles. Reevaluate how much time, money, energy, effort, and energy. Well, I think I said energy. Reevaluate how much more time, money, effort, energy you're willing to invest into this person and into this connection. Because if there is a push-pull type of dynamic, do you really think this is the one? If you have to question if this person is the one, are they? I think not. You shouldn't have to question if they're the one. It's either a hell yes or a hell no. Sure, it's a lot more complicated than that, but does it really have to be complicated? Or are we allowing our ego to complicate it? With the Page of Wands, I do feel like there is some sort of either positive news coming from this person, or you're about to maybe get excited about this relationship once you find out some sort of solution or find the wisdom that you need to make momentum away from that conflict with the Six of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like you will eventually come to a point where you have some sort of solution and or wisdom, and you can find that momentum away from conflict, and you will be excited, possibly in the next week, to reach out to them and give them positive news. It could even be that this is all in divine timing. As long as the Geminis out there realize that, hey, the perfect relationship for you is all in divine timing, then yes, expect the unexpected and expect to be excited. Have the belief system that, yes, I will have a healthy, happy relationship in due time, either with this person or without them, either with them or without them. Expect to have a healthy relationship, and the universe has no other choice but to give you that healthy relationship, as long as you are, making sure that you yourself are maybe not your best version, but you're trying. You're putting in the effort to, love yourself first, practice self-love, self-care, that you believe that you are deserving of love, and you're, giving freely of the love you have, but also setting healthy boundaries, you know what I'm saying? Then yes, show the universe that you're excited for your next relationship. No matter how much time it takes, you're happy and healthy without a relationship. And I do feel like the right person, possibly even this person, will show up for you. I do think that is what I have for the Geminis. You beat me to the comment. Divine timing. Divine timing. Do Geminis want to be chased if he stopped talking to me? That's a good question. I mean, to some degree, you both feel like each other did each other dirty. To some degree, you both are pushing each other, feeling like you are in the right. So, maybe it could be that this person was in their own ego, trying to control the narrative for some of you, and trying with the High Priestess to discern the difference between their ego and their intuition. Maybe they have came to a conclusion that, oh, I was in my ego. Let me listen to my intuition now. Let me read the Gemini a little better. Whether the Gemini was in ego or not, this person has to know that, hey, accountability all has to come from me. If the Gemini is willing to do the same, then awesome, but I can't count on the Gemini to, be accountable for their own actions unless I myself am a reflection of myself. I think this person is smart enough to know that Geminis reflect what you give them. So I feel like if this person, yes, will take accountability, then the Gemini will take accountability as well, wherever it is needed. Does that make sense? Geminis are like a mirror. Geminis give you what you give them. Walked in at the right time resonates. Sweet. They said, yep. Awesome sauce everywhere. Mirroring. Exactly. They said, I apologize. Aw. Apologize for what? Do Geminis want to be chased if he stopped? Yeah. So yeah, I do feel like that's what I have for y'all Geminis. I hope this helped. I hope this was helpful, insightful, educational, informative, maybe even entertaining to some degree. Please and thank you. Do hit the follow button if you're new here. It is muchly appreciated. Muchly appreciated. Maybe y'all want to hit the like button if you like my energy, the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table. Y'all, I don't know how long I've been saying that. The tarot TikTok table. Yes. It's almost like it just flows off the tongue anymore. The tarot TikTok table. It's like, what? This tarot reader is like speaking a different language over here. Yes, I have been speaking my own language for like 4 months, coming up with my own tarot language. If you like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table. Like, what? This guy's an extraterrestrial. It takes a lot of self-awareness, to like realize the things I've been saying are possibly, yeah, funny, but like normally I just say it because, yeah, it's routine now. It's become routine. I'll put it that way. It has become routine. Hello, time for Cancerians. Thanks for the reading. Nice job. Yes. I'm a Gemini Venus. Sweet. Did he read Cancer? Thank you. Yes, on point. He wanted distance for work, load, and a lawsuit. Should reach out and check on him? Yes. Yes. If you know, you know. He has read Cancer? Or has he read Cancer? No, I have not. We are on the Cancerian reading right now. Thank y'all for being patient with me, Cancerians. I'm just now shuffling the cards back into the deck, so I'm a little late to the punch. They said, yay, I love that. Why do I feel like the Cancerians are like super happy right now? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm definitely late to the punch. It's 36 after already, and I haven't done the bridge shuffle yet. I haven't shuffled these bigger deck cards into the deck yet. Oh me, oh my. Cancerians, if you're new here, definitely hit the follow button. If you like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table, definitely hit the like button, maybe even a few times. Like. Hit the share button if you have a Cancerian in your life, no matter what area of life they reside in. I need this reading for validation, LOL. Do you believe that Cancer affected by full moon negative? I don't know how to answer that. Are you... Let me read that question one more time. Do you believe that Cancer affected by full moon negative? Are you, what? Do you believe that Cancerian energy is affected by full moon negatively? Like, is that what you're asking? I've had some rough full moon days where I'll sleep early. I do believe that, yes, the moon pulls on the Earth's waters. So, yes, with that being said, the moon also pulls on the human emotions. Meaning, yeah, that's Luna, right? Is the prefix for the word lunatic. When the moon pulls on our emotions and certain planets are aligned and or the moon cycle is aligned with said constellations, then yes, certain alignments can affect our emotions and our how we act, how we think, how we speak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Cancer moon was happy to drag me last week. I forgot all about the Cancerian moon, but technically we have a Pisces, do we not? Yeah, a new moon Pisces. New moon Pisces this Friday or Saturday. Any hoosers, y'all, I'm losing track of time. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. If y'all are new here, when I do the bridge shuffle, like so, that is the green light to send scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Go ahead and do that now. Yes, send anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, especially if there are scissors. Cut it out. For all the 90s fans of Full House. And while y'all are sending scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, we are going to roll the dice and get an overall theme and or topic for the Cancerian reading for the next week. What do we have for the Cancers? The sea turtles of the zodiac signs. What do we have for Cancers? Overall theme and or topic. Here we go. We have a 1 and a 4. Are the Cancerians about to have a new beginning in the home? Meaning they're about to get a brand new turtle shell? A brand new crab shell? Are you about to trade your old turtle shell in for a new one? Maybe even your old crab shell for a new one? They said, gasp! That's funny. A new beginning within the home. Are some of the Cancerians about to be moving and or relocating? Are the Cancerians about to have a new beginning in a relationship where they are building upon a foundation within a friendship and or elevating that friendship to the dating stage, the talking stage, now dating, now Facebook official, now, you know, whatever the case, there possibly is a new relationship, a new beginning in a relationship that you are building a foundation upon. They said, I hope. Smiley face with the teardrop. All right, well, we're going to keep this dice roll in mind. The overall theme and or topic for the reading. But y'all, thank y'all for interacting with me in the comments. Deck has been cut. One more time, hit that follow button if you're new here. Hit the like button if you like the energy I bring to the Tarot TikTok table. And hit the share button if you have a Cancerian in your life, no matter what area. It does not have to be that they are a Cancerian. They definitely could be any sign, especially if they have the TikTok app, and especially if they love tarot as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more. Here we go, Cancerian, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your energy. Nice. Here is the challenge. Here is this person's energy. Here is the common ground and or similarities between you both. That is weird. And here is, whoa, the possible outcome and or advice. So, we do have 5 cards here on the Tarot TikTok table for you, Cancerian. Cancers. Yeah, I said whoa. Uh-oh is right. It's the eyes for me. Your reaction. I know. I'm a typical Leo. Sometimes Leos can have a bigger than life, reaction to things. They're just cards, Rick. They're just cards. We will get to the last card, which I had a bigger than life reaction to. I'm all ears. I'm a Leo moon. Nice. Should we be biting our nails out of nervousness? I don't think so. If anything, yeah, fingers crossed. Let's just get into it, shall we? We do have 5 cards here on the Tarot TikTok table. With that being said, here in about 18 minutes, give or take, we will clarify with 5 more cards, 1 card per each placement within the spread. And then in that time, in about 17 minutes, we will recap. For any new Cancerians or anyone new in general joining the live stream at that time. Deep breaths, okay. Here we go. The way life has been going, I'm not surprised. Well, I do feel like you have been tempering your emotions. I do feel like, yes, you have been tempering your emotions, tempering your thoughts, trying not to lose your temper, Cancer. I do feel like you are practicing a process, an alchemical process, in which you're, yes, pouring one cup into the other, tempering your emotions and or your thoughts, and or trying to create a positive outcome out of something that was once upon a time negative, or that you viewed it as negative, and now you're like, wow, that was negative, I didn't want that energy, let me temper my emotions, let me have a little patience, and then this situation will calm itself down. I can calm myself down, therefore having self-control and or, all the power that I need to create a positive outcome in the situation. It definitely could be. With the new beginnings, we did roll with the dice 1, that maybe a foundation that you was already building upon with another individual could be that you are possibly wanting to reconcile differences with the Temperance card. I don't want to say necessarily an ex, possibly though. It's definitely one example. Definitely take what resonates of any examples I give of the card interpretations and leave out the rest, please. This is a zodiac collective reading for the Cancerians. I do want to remind y'all that it's not a personal reading. No, this don't resonate, or yes, this resonates, but this doesn't. Okay. It's not all details and or interpretations of the cards are going to resonate for everyone, but in general, there's going to be a lot that is possibly similar to the experience you're about to witness in the next week. I do feel like there could be some sort of karma, Cancerian, some sort of unjust, unfair treatment that you feel like is going on in this situation. Yeah, you could be having some sort of patience through this unjust situation. But with the Justice card and the Challenge, it's like, what is even going on here? I don't feel like the Cancerian is about to advocate and try to get their own justice. I feel like they're trying to be patient, and just wait for others to see what happens in the situation. Almost as if, well, we can't blame the Cancer. They were patient. They were silent. They were trying to reconcile differences the whole time. They weren't trying to advocate or get their own justice or give this person their karma. Maybe it is that maybe it is, yes, difficult and or challenging to get something balanced out of this person, possibly. Maybe it is challenging and or difficult to create balance with them, to bring the truth, to make sure something is fair between you both. I do feel, though, that you might have a good outcome for you with the Temperance card coming through in your energy, because no matter what, if you're in this energy, the Temperance card not only trumps the Tower, but also the Devil, which are technically the couple of worst major arcana tarot cards in the deck, but in general, the Temperance card trumps all negative cards in the tarot deck in general. With that being said, Three of Pentacles does tell me that this person in their energy, yes, three of Pentacles in their energy, is possibly working behind the scenes with other individuals, collaborating with others, trying to get on the same page and or create their own foundation. I don't know if this person is campaigning and or creating a what's the word I'm looking for? A smear campaign. Is that what I'm wanting to think of? Smear campaign? Is this person gossiping behind your back? Why am I getting this? Or are they wanting to collaborate with you, Cancerian? It doesn't necessarily have to be a smear campaign. It doesn't have to be that they're gossiping behind your back and wanting to work against you. But I suppose some folks said yes, they are gossiping. Said they probably are. I don't like that. Neither here nor there. The third, yeah. They said I had to block him. Well, or block them. Okay. Three of Pentacles could definitely be that they are working not good. Yes, probably. Goodness gracious. This person, yes, could have some sort of third-party interference. Normally, I get that with the Three of Swords, with the Three of Cups, with the Three of Pentacles. I do want to mention that it does not have to be that they are romantically interested in someone else along with the Cancerian. If so, their problem, not mine. I just want peace. I do love that. Yeah, and Temperance does talk about wanting to keep the peace. Ask me to work for them in the future. Okay. With the Temperance card, I do feel like you are trying to keep the peace, trying to be patient with this situation, even though maybe you feel like you're gaining some karma, maybe you feel like this person is gaining karma. Either way, no matter who is getting good or bad karma, either a karmic blessing, a karmic lesson, and or a karmic debt, I do feel like you do find it challenging to balance something out between you both. I do feel like you find it challenging to do the right thing, and I do find it challenging, I do find it that you find it challenging to step up to the plate and advocate for the right thing in general. It's almost as if, hey, my hands are tied. I did my part. I'm just going to be patient for everyone else to put the puzzle pieces in the right order, and to see that my intentions have been pure the whole freaking time with the Temperance card. Three of Pentacles could be that, yes, this person possibly wants to work with you, collaborate with you, be on the same page, be on the same team, a team player. They say, God fights my battles. My brothers, loving them from a distance. Okay. I mean, I suppose this could be a group of folks. You know what I'm saying? For all the individuals out there, all the Cancerians that are going up against a group of people, then yes, this could be validation and or confirmation. But if the Cancerians are looking at a love relationship, this person could be working with others, either against you or just collaborating with others and building towards their own relationship, I suppose. If this is a third-party situation, this person, yes, could be invested into another person in their environment romantically, for sure. That is one interpretation, but it does not have to resonate for all of you. Another example of an interpretation could be that they are listening to their coworkers, listening to their friends and family members, and letting them get into their ears. Oh, what about the Cancerian? Should I invest my time, money, energy, effort into them? And all these folks are like, nah, look at the Cancerian. They're not for you. Look at what they are doing. Do you know that what the Cancerian did in their past? Who they dated in their past? What they did to said person in their past? You know, it's like, oh, I didn't realize the Cancerian was that way. That is called third-party interference. So yes, it does not have to be romantically. With the Seven of Wands, I do feel like, yeah, oh Lord, getting too real. LMAO. Yeah, we do have the Seven of Wands in the same placement as we did Gemini's reading. Who'd have thunk it? I always miss my reading. I always come in with the Cancer. I'm sorry about that. It would have been about an hour and 22 minutes that you need to set your alarm. Hour and 22 minutes away from now, like ago. Yes, if y'all are a Gemini and you missed the Gemini reading about an hour and a half ago is when you need to set an alarm for your live streaming reminder. Set a reminder and or alarm. Yes, that way you know when I do go on live. Okay, set my alarm. Gonna set my alarm because I always come in, LOL. But this works. To still, works to still like to watch your reading, but Cancer, he's an Aries. Okay, this is like 10th time I've done this, LOL. But thank you. Oh man, I do appreciate the enthusiasm. You know, oh man, it's the 10th time I've done this, but I need to, you know, the fact that you're like, I need to catch my sign for the Free Will Tarot account is like mind-blowing. You know, I'm a small town guy from Ohio, so to have anyone excited about my readings is like really humbling. Thank you all so much. Like every single one of y'all. Thank you so much. I'm honored. With that being said, continuing the Cancerian reading, we do have the similarities and or common ground between you both. You are always so on point. Thank you. Much love, Leo. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Rick. Rick. Thank you, Rick. That's how I read that for whatever reason. I am here every week. Thank you so much. Gemini and Cancer cusp. Okay. X to the yeah. All right, yes, Seven of Wands. We do have in your similarities and or common ground between you both. Meaning that you and this individual, like I did say for the Gemini reading, we did have the same card in the same placement. Meaning there is to some degree or to some extent, a push or pull. Hey, Cancerian, I'm going to give you space. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to ghost you. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to ignore that text. Oh, really? Well, I'm going to give you the silent treatment. It's like, what? How can y'all expect to have a healthy relationship when you both are pushing each other away? You know, the cat and mouse push and pull dynamic gets so old. It gets so old. It said, uh-oh, frozen? Am I frozen? Am I letting it go? Someone needs to let it go? I'm waving my hands right now. Am I frozen? No, I'm not frozen. They said, no, I'm not frozen. Someone said I'm frozen. Not frozen. Angelito. What's going on there? I'm not frozen. You need to exit the live stream if I do become frozen. It's their Wi-Fi. Yeah, Angelito. You need to let go. Let it go. Get out of the... close out the app and then come back to this live stream if need be. Let it go, because I'm not frozen. Yes, the Seven of Wands tells me that this is getting old between you both. Or at least it's getting old with me. How can y'all expect to have a healthy, happy, secure relationship when you both keep pushing each other away? It's like, okay, let's be mature adults about this. I don't want you. Okay, I accept that. Have a good life. I wish you luck. Thank you, you as well. Goodbye. How easy is that? How complicated does it have to be? This tells me that to some degree, you both are either wanting to play a battle of egos and or, like both of you are butthurt over something each other said. Are you both butthurt over what something this person said and or something that the Cancerian said? Easy, but someone won't let go. Yeah, someone definitely needs to let it go. Not me, I'm not frozen though. It's annoying and it gives me headaches. I agree. They said, well, yes. Gemini and I are just are just not compatible. I got it. I don't know how we made it through 6.5 years. What in the actual crap? Let it go, yes. Yeah. Something needs to be let go. You know why? Because it's become toxic. That is why I had the whoa, the bigger than life expression and or, yes, big oof, no cap, the 7-year itch here. Y'all, something is toxic. Yes, someone needs to let something go. Cut it out, exactly. Yes, we're obsessed with each other. Oh, I believe it. There is some level of obsession, I'm sure, with the Devil card. It said they don't have horns for nothing. Huh. But on the DL, on the down low, I'm sure. To some extent, there is some sort of obsession with you both. That's what this screams. Hey, I really like you, but I can't tell you. I'm really obsessed with you, so I'm going to push you away because this is too good to be true. And it's not just the Cancerian that is feeling obsessed, maybe even like feeling like it's too good to be true. Maybe if I self-sabotage, they'll, trigger, and then I will see their shadow side. I will see their devil show up. I will see their toxicity, and then I'll be able to point out, yes, I knew it. You're bad for me. You're toxic. You're unhealthy, and we're not compatible. And I knew there was a reason why I was so obsessed, because they were lying to my face the whole time. They were lying to my face, and I believed it, and that's why I'm obsessed, says the Cancerian. But similarly, with the Seven of Wands, this person is, yes, possibly wanting to build behind the scenes either for you or with you or against you. I don't know if this person is believing all the lies and or gossip, going on in their ear from friends, family members, coworkers, but literally, yes, exactly, looking for any little reason to justify running away. Exactly. It's like, no, this is too good to be true. Leave me alone. I'm obsessed. Come back. No, you're lying to me. It's too good to be true. Leave me alone. No, wait. Something still is going on afoot. Yeah, not only is this karmic, and maybe someone is, trying to collaborate against you or in your favor, possibly. We're going to clarify it, though. But you both are pushing each other away, saying, no, I believe I'm right. I'm going to be defensive because I believe that you're toxic. No, you're toxic, and I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. It's like, okay, this both, between you both, is toxic. You know? If neither of you can get along, then just like separate. Leave each other alone. Oh no, but I gotta, look at their grass. Is it greener? Who cares? Take care of your own grass. Handle your own yard. So yes, I do feel like something needs to be let go, especially if you feel bound and chained to this individual. Could be that that's your advice, to let it go. It's too toxic. Become aware that this is toxic. That maybe you feel addicted to this person, and as all addictions, you need to let it go. We are going to clarify this reading, folks, Cancerians. If you're new here to Free Will Tarot, hello, I am Rick. Welcome to Free Will Tarot, my creative corner of the world. Definitely hit that follow button. It is muchly appreciated. If y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table. They said, hi, Rick. Hello. Yes, if y'all like the energy I bring to the tarot TikTok table, definitely hit that like button, maybe even a few times. Like. If y'all want, if y'all have a Cancerian somewhere in your life, or anyone that has the TikTok app, and or someone that loves tarot readings as much as you, as much as me, maybe even more, then definitely hit that share button. Let them know I'm doing big things here over at Free Will Tarot. I do appreciate it. They said, nice to meet you again. Nice to meet you again as well. I think, again, more than once, possibly. I don't know. I appreciate y'all for joining up to my live stream, though, my live video. Seriously, I like to have some fun over here, and I can't have fun without y'all. Otherwise, I'd just be delusional and talking to myself in this basement. Talking to my phone in this basement. They said, slay queen. We appreciate you and your time. Thank you so much, Jules. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel. I don't want y'all to miss out on live streams in the future. And as you might have seen in the comments earlier, we did have one individual say that, hey, it's been 10 times now in a row that I missed out on live videos, and I'm hoping that she subscribed to my YouTube channel, because every single time she would have gotten to watch the live stream about 12 hours later, within 12 hours, give or take. Because I don't only download the live stream from TikTok the night before, and then I upload them to YouTube. It said, oh well, I am now. Sweet! Yes. The link to my YouTube channel is in my TikTok bio. I don't want y'all to miss out on live streams. And it happens. Y'all have your own lives. I get it. What's your YouTube? Same title, same logo. That is Free Will Tarot. Free Will Tarot. I don't know where you gotta find it on my TikTok account, but it's Free Will Tarot, same title, same logo. And then, yes, definitely hit the subscribe button, and you won't miss out on future live streams because I upload them to YouTube. All right? With that being said, we are halfway through the Cancerian reading, meaning I do want to mention do you ever do live Q&As? Not necessarily. Technically, I do on Sundays. That's what I was getting to. Sundays are for personal readings. I do personal paid readings every Sunday. Personal paid readings. No matter what the banner here on the bottom right suggests. Subscribe. Thank you so much, Amanda. Yes, no matter what the bottom right. Have you did Gemini? Yes, I did do Gemini. Thank you for asking. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't have to miss out on future live videos. With that being said, I do paid personal readings. And this last weekend, I added a new spread to the personal paid readings. That is through Cash App. That is $20 for a personal, general, and or love reading for 5 cards and 1 oracle card 4 cards and a past life oracle card for the past life spread that I just recently, this last weekend, this last Sunday, practiced and I wouldn't say perfected, but like, yeah, I got to practice it and experiment a little bit, and wow, was it in depth. I loved it. I can't wait to do it again this coming Sunday. So yes, if you would like a past life reading, that's 4 cards, 1 past life oracle card for $10. And then a yes or no question for $5, that's 1 card, and even a clarifying card, maybe even. With that being said, let us clarify this reading for you Cancers. All right, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, Cancerians. This is the second and the last time that we are going to do the bridge shuffle for you tonight. If you're new here, go ahead and send something sharp and pointy. Yes, exactly. They said so in the comments. Send something sharp and pointy! Of the emoji variety, of course. Of the emoji variety. Duh. Not to be rude. In the least bit offensive way. Duh. Much love to y'all. I do feel like I'm feeling the Cancerian energy. Like, that's like kind of a Cancerian playful, like, oh, Rick, we're Cancerians, duh. You know what I mean? That does feel like Cancerian energy. Making sure everyone is uplifted. Love it. All right. Quick drink. Yes, I am in a goofy mood. I do appreciate it. Cheers. And an icebreaker to cheers with y'all. Cheers. Bloop. Your energy is so much fun. I do appreciate that. That's like a really awesome compliment. Not as just a tarot reader. They said bloop. But I don't know, just in general, you know? Outside of being a tarot reader, even if I wasn't a tarot reader, I'd love to somehow, property of Rick Scissors, quit it. Yeah, I'd somehow love to be entertaining and or do live streams for whatever reason, you know, and tarot readings just so happens to be my forte. So here we go. Let us cut the deck with said scissors, property of Rick Scissors. That was awesome. Alrighty. One more time, hit that like button, hit that follow button, hit the share button, YouTube link in the TikTok bio, personal paid readings. Definitely hit me up in the messages if you would like one, and I will write your name down, you know, maybe between readings, whatever. But yes, lettuce. Lettuce. Y'all are catching on to my vocabulary and or, yeah, my humor. Love it. All right, here we go. Clarifying the Temperance card for the Cancerian, Sun, Moon, and or Rising. Okay. Clarifying the Justice card in the challenge. Clarifying the Three of Pentacles in this person's energy. Clarifying the Seven of Wands and the similarities or common ground between you both. And clarifying the Devil and the possible outcome and or, and or advice. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And it's going to make sense to y'all as well. Just let it go. Let it go. Here we go. Temperance tells me that y'all are trying to be patient with yourselves, maybe even another person, maybe even a group of people like I did mention earlier. It definitely does not have to be a singular person that you're dealing with. Maybe you're dealing with a group of people that are like possibly gossiping behind your back. I do feel like you're trying to create something positive out of a negative outcome, for sure. All because you want some sort of new opportunity. I do feel like, yes, if you are patient with this situation, you will get a new opportunity. A new work opportunity, possibly. A raise, possibly. I don't want to, create... I don't want to sell y'all a pipe dream or promise something that I really don't even know if is going to happen. You know what I mean? Oh, yes, if you're patient, you're definitely going to get that raise. No, I don't want to sell a pipe dream or give you all false hopes. That's what I really wanted to say. But yes, Temperance to Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like you are wanting to give a seed of commitment, long-term commitment. I do feel like, yes, if you are patient with yourself, maybe even someone else will offer you to plant a seed of long-term commitment, longevity with you as well. That definitely is not false hopes right there. Because who wants to date someone that's like, I want a relationship and I want it now? That's almost to say, you know, if God himself, you know, big old hairy white beard in the clouds somewhere, if he's looking on earth like, I want to hang out with one of my creations, he looks over at the right and sees this person like, I can't stand my life. Look at everything around me. I can't stand people. I can't stand my life. Look at my situation. I can't stand my life. Just ungrateful for everything. I don't think I want to hang out with that creation of mine. Then he looks over there like, holy crap, someone out there in this world is made for me, is destined to be my partner. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities. Thank you, universe, for blessing me with a blessed life. No matter how bad it may look like to others, no matter how bad it actually, in fact, is, I'm blessed no matter what. You know, God, yes, himself is going to look at that person like, whoa, I want to hang out with that individual. Look at that person. Let's hang out with them. You know, they are grateful for, like, just the little things, you know? So yes, I do feel like if you are patient with yourself, there will be some sort of opportunity, because the universe will give you that if you only have that expectation, like, hey, if I'm patient enough, opportunities will come my way. And I just have that expectation. I'm going to plant that seed of expectating. Yes, it's a word now, folks. You heard it straight from Free Will Tarot. Rick here. Expectating. We're going to expectate. All day, every day. Expectating. Any Hoosers. Yes, we're going to put that expectation into the universe that someday we will either get a new gift, a offer of commitment, long-term stability, possibly a raise. You know, when we put that expectation out into the universe has no choice but to give it to us, because we are at a high vibrational expectation of it. Like, I'm grateful, and yeah, the universe has no other choice but to give it to you. I do believe that. Justice card to the Eight of Cups, though. Why do I feel like this is an X to y'all? Is this an X? Or someone you are familiar with, at least? This is someone with the Justice card to the Eight of Cups that you not only find challenging to bring justice to your own life, maybe even to this relationship, and to bring fairness and something balanced and just, and possibly even the truth, to do the right thing. Maybe you even find it challenging to do the right thing with the Justice card in the challenge, as if there's karma on both ends. With the Eight of Cups, you might even find it challenging to emotionally detach. Like, man, I really want to walk away from this person, but I can't. I just love him so much. I can't. I've tried walking away. I've tried sabotaging this relationship so many times. And it's only given me karma, with the Justice card also in the challenge. With the Three of Pentacles to the Six of Swords. This person, yeah, I feel like is trying to do their best as well to walk away from you. Except you have been trying and also failing to emotionally detach from them. And they are trying their best with the Six of Swords to mentally detach and stop thinking about you. I feel like they've been trying to and they've failed, which is why they're collaborating, possibly, with others. For some of you, he could be remarried. She could be remarried, as someone suggested in the comments, but it's not going to resonate for everyone. Three of Pentacles, Six of Swords. This does tell me that maybe they are wanting to collaborate and build with others so that they can move on and stop thinking about you. Said, soon-to-be ex-husband dating someone else. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. I feel like this reading, but drives by. Oh, goodness. This reading is only a reminder, that any toxic individuals that you yourself are holding on to, that they themselves are holding on to for whatever reason. No matter how much energy we put into a situation, if we cannot accept that this relationship and or the behavior that they gave us, the lack of making a decision, the lack of fair treatment they've given us, we want to hold on to those relationships so badly because it's our ego. It's our ego telling us, no, we poured so much of ourselves into this relationship. I don't care how toxic it is. I don't care how much more energy, effort, time, money I have to put into this relationship until I get that reciprocal energy. I'm going to keep pouring into this relationship until they do reciprocate, and sometimes they're not gonna. Sometimes they're not gonna because they just don't love you. And that's hard to accept. That's hard for the ego to accept. No, they love me. They once upon a time said so. They once upon a time showed me in this way, in that way. And it's hard for the ego to accept what the intuition has been telling us all along. So yes, I do feel like this person with Three of Pentacles to the Six of Swords could be collaborating with others to try to forget about you and mentally move away from you, away from any of the stress, the drama, etc., etc. So yes, we do have the Seven of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. To some degree, you both are pushing each other away. It's almost like, yeah, I find it challenging to emotionally detach from this person, but then I push them away. I still have emotions for them. I still think about them. I still care, but then I push them away. What's the is that ego again? I don't feel like the Seven of Wands is necessarily our intuition saying, hey, stick up for yourself. Hey, be defensive. Stand up for what you believe in. Defend yourself and your stance. I don't feel like it's our intuition telling us to do so. It's more so our ego telling us to protect ourselves, to stay in our comfort zone. Maybe there is some toxicity and you both view each other as toxic, but to some degree, there has to be a new beginning, a new beginner's mindset. Like, hey, this person doesn't have to be toxic. Let go of the resentment of the, whatever the case. Reevaluate your own worth, your own value. Just because this person was once upon a time put on a pedestal by you does not have to mean they can they have to remain on that pedestal. Put yourself on that pedestal. The love that you once gave them, you have to put into yourself. Don't push them away and then give them that expectation of, nope, you're up here on that pedestal. That's such an unfair with the Justice card in the challenge. It's such an unfair expectation to put them up here when they can't, they can't reach that level of performance. So yes, try to come through both Cancerian and this person with a beginner's mindset of, hey, it's okay that they're toxic. It's okay that they can't reach the level of expectation that I put on them. Cancerian loves to be upset in their own head, like, come talk to me, bro. Yeah. It could be both parties, though, It does not have to necessarily be just the Cancerian. As I did say, this is the similarities between you both, It's almost as if once you both push each other away so many times, every single time, something happens and you both see each other in a brand new light. And then you both elevate. And then you push each other away. And then you both elevate, push each other away. It's like, what? You're seeing each other in a brand new light, but yes, there's such an expectation put on each other that, like, it kind of is unfair. You know, no matter how many times you push each other away and or see each other in this light, you're always going to be toxic to some degree. There's always going to be something unfair about the situation. I do feel that. There's always going to be something unfair, and you're always going to be finding it challenging to some degree to emotionally detach and walk away. To some degree. Dang. I don't know why that is, especially going into the age of Aquarius, where maybe more so of emotional detachment needs to become a thing, possibly. Possibly, you know, more logic, more community-oriented, yes, but there needs to be more knowledge poured into this earth, more awareness, you know? So yes, the Devil card, and your possible outcome and or advice. Devil card does tell me that there needs to be something that is let go, or yeah, there needs to be something let go of. Someone mentioned earlier that my live stream was frozen, and I said, really? You might need to close out this app and let it go then. Let it go with the Devil card. Is the possible outcome that if y'all don't let it go, this could become very toxic, and y'all could be, you know, even more chained and bound to each other and addicted to the push-pull dynamic, the runner-chaser, then the chaser-runner, the cat and mouse game, you know. And then, yes, we do have the Fool card. Devil to the Fool. Let go of the third party. I guess it could be let go of the third party, for sure. I mean, but what happens when they let go of the third party? You know what I'm saying? What happens then? You'll just forgive them and give them another reason to do it all over again? How many times are we going to allow people back into our lives just to show them that, oh, you're allowing me back into your life, so that gives me permission to do it all over again? No? Oh, you're expecting me to come back with changed behavior. Okay. Well, that's going to be a little hard to do, especially when I have to walk all over eggshells. You know what I'm saying? Is this a reading for Cancer? No. Why would you think that? This couldn't be a reading for Cancerians. What would give you that idea? I don't see why anyone would think that this is a reading for Cancerians. Yes, it is. Sarcasm over here. Thank you. Yes, this is a reading for Cancerian, though. But yes, I do feel there needs to be a leap of faith being created. The Devil card to the Fool card. If this has become toxic, if this has become a temptation towards you both, if this is unrealistic expectations, I don't know what I was about to say there, but yes, if there are unrealistic expectations and or you both have addictions that you need to let go of, or this just becomes toxic in general, you need to let it go with the Devil card and take a leap of faith. Have faith that someone will treat you the way you deserve to be treated, you know, because there's no sense in holding on to someone if you're only going to have to walk on eggshells, or if you're expecting them to walk on eggshells. You know what I'm saying? That becomes so toxic. Yes, I will allow you in my life after you've gotten rid of the third party. But to some degree, I'm going to expect you to perform at this level. Unrealistic expectations. I mean, sure, it could be to some degree realistic, but do you know this person well enough to know that they will reach that level of performance? That yes, I can come back, apologize for having a third party in this dynamic, And then I can try my best to come forth with changed behavior and not mishandle you again, and either not get bored of the situation and go back to a different third party, maybe, because if they've done it once, they possibly could do it again. People change, but do they really change that easily? I'll let y'all ponder on that question. Because yes, we wouldn't want someone to expect us to walk all over eggshells and treat someone else like a god or a goddess. So why? Dr. Rick, the therapist, is putting it into perspective for me again. Oh my goodness. Gonna make me blush. Quit it. Any Hoosers? Yes. I wouldn't want to walk on eggshells. I wouldn't want anyone to walk over eggshells for me. That's just a little bit sad if you think about it. No, don't walk on eggshells. Just please go do better somewhere else with someone else. Do better. Learn the lesson, please. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I think that's what I have for y'all. Yeah, take that leap of faith into a new direction. Forgive this person. Wish them healing. Wish them all the best of luck, with their own toxicity, with, their own life, their own relationships. And know that with the Page of Pentacles, you both can have a new understanding, a new evaluation of what your life can look like in the future for yourselves. Sure, once upon a time, you both possibly had a vision and/or here goes the pipe dream and/or false hopes, of what this relationship could have, but to some degree, when we invest too much into a relationship and we don't get that in return, we're going to expect to have this relationship no matter what, because we put so much of our time, money, effort, energy into it. Our ego gets so mad. No, I put too much of this relationship, or I put too much of myself into this relationship, so this has to work. They have to show up for me. They have to whatever. Unrealistic expectations. Nah, come back to me, Pookie. Goodness gracious. With that being said, y'all, I'm going to leave the live stream here. I do hope that helped. I hope it resonated. I hope it was insightful to some degree. See you tomorrow, Rick. God bless. Thank you so much, y'all. They said, I don't want him back. That's exactly what I'm saying. Let it go. Take a leap of faith into a new direction. Y'all have a good night. Much love, and possibly see you for the Leo and Virgo readings tomorrow night. It absolutely was. God bless and thank you. Awesome sauce everywhere. I ain't cleaning it up. Y'all can do that yourselves. Take care, y'all.